Hey, it's Marko here from Fair Realty in Victoria, BC. Today I'm talking about future affordability of single-family homes in Victoria, and I guess in BC in general. In my opinion, from what I'm seeing out there, I think the affordability of single-family homes long-term, 10, 15, 20 years, is going to severely deteriorate to unprecedented levels. I think single-family homes are going to be catastrophically expensive long-term. So my advice to people that aspire to own a single-family home, for example, I live in a condo. I have no interest in owning a single-family home. I used to own a single-family home. It wasn't for me. I'm content living in a condo. But the reality is the vast majority of people in Canada want to live in a single family home at some point in their life. And if this is something you want for you and your family and you can afford it, I would strongly suggest purchasing in the 24 months. Why? Let's go through some of the reasons I think so. So first of all, I was looking at some BC housing data they published a few weeks ago on new home registrations, which are reflective of the type of product that's being built in BC. They released these numbers for the last 20 years from 2003 to 2023. So back in 2003, there's kind of four categories. There's single family homes registered with new home warranty. That means single family homes built by builders. Back in 2003, that was 11,534. There's owner builder homes. So those are single family homes built by owner builders without a warranty. Back in 2003, that was 3,507. So the total number of single family homes built in 2003 was 15,041. On the other side, we have warranty registered strata properties, which would be townhomes, condos, and we have purpose-built rentals. And back in 2003, those numbers were respectively 16,340 and 2,541 purpose-built rentals. When you add those two numbers up, we have 18,881 basically multifamily type units. So we have 15,041 and 18,881. That is pretty close to a 1:1 ratio of single family homes being built and multifamily units being built. Fast forward to 2023. The single family homes added up to 6,487, and the multifamily units, when you combine strata and purpose-built rentals, which skyrocketed to 19,063, when you add those two numbers, we have 39,108. So 20 years ago, we almost had a 1:1 ratio, single family, multifamily. Now we have a 1:6 ratio of single family home to multifamily. So for every one single family home that gets built, 6 multifamily type units are being built, whether they're strata or their owner or their purpose-built rentals. So you got to think there's less and less single family home inventory, not only in terms of an absolute number. The absolute number in the last 20 years has dropped from 15,000 to 687. But in terms of percentages, when you correlate that to population growth, we're building a fraction of single family homes we were building 20 years ago. Not only that, with the BC government now making all these legislative changes to zoning, those numbers are going to get even worse, because these numbers from 2023, they don't reflect the new zoning changes where you can build up to a fourplex on most lots in BC. Going forward, who's going to be building a single family home when they can build a fourplex? On top of that, the local municipalities are just piling on policies that really deter anyone from building a single family home. Let me give you an example. City of Victoria introduced a new policy. When you tear down a property, you have to bring a new sewer, new water main, new storm pipe to the property line. Well, the city now wants the property owner to pay for soil testing, which is probably going to cost around $10,000 by the time you get the soil testing, the road permit, you close down the road to bore the holes, the traffic control. That $10,000 that's been added amongst many other things to the cost of construction, it's much easier to spread out in the case of City of Victoria, onto a sixplex versus onto a single family home. For example, if the city introduces $200,000 worth of nonsense policies that add to construction, it's easier to spread out $200,000 on a sixplex, 6 units, than it is on a single family home. So the combination of the zoning uplift, where pretty much all of BC, you can now do a fourplex, places like City of Victoria, you can do a sixplex, and the municipalities introducing their own nonsense. In 5 years, no one is going to be building a single family home. So this ratio I'm talking about of 1 to 6 is only going to get worse. My prediction is in 5 years, for every single family home being built, there's going to be 12 multifamily units being built, whether they're strata or whether they're rentals. So there's going to be less and less and less inventory on the whole of single family homes. Also, another factor is every single tear down that's torn down, that's a single family home that's going to be removed from the single family home inventory, replaced with multifamily. So there's all these factors working towards decreasing single family home inventory. Many other reasons I think single family homes are just going to become completely unaffordable. For example, right now, I'm still seeing bidding wars in Victoria on single family home properties at interest rates of 5.5% plus or minus. I've had lots of buyers get into multiple bidding wars on single family homes this spring. There's simply already there isn't enough inventory, and there's demand at 5.5% interest rates. What do you think is going to happen when interest rates start coming down later this year or the next year or the year after that? I don't even want to think about what the situation would be like if interest rates right now would be 3.5%. As I said, I'm already getting into bidding wars with buyers at 5.5. When rates go down to 3.3, who knows what happens? If rates go lower than 3.5, if they go below 3, it's going to be complete chaos. So I think there is an opportunity in the next 24 months, while the rates are a bit higher, if you can afford it and that's something you want, get into a single family home, because who knows what happens 5, 10, 15 years from now. The worst case scenario of you buying a single family home in the next 24 months is prices soften a bit, maybe 5%, maybe 10%. That is your worst case scenario if you buy. If you don't buy, it is not far-fetched that a single family home median price in the next 10 years in Victoria goes from 1.2 million to 2 million. And all of a sudden, you're completely priced out of the single family home market forever. That's it for this week. Marko, Juras, Fair Realty.